Kate Lopez, your relationship and breakup coach. Geographical distance can be a challenge in relationships. I think it takes two very solid, grounded, and unique kind of individuals to maintain a long distance relationship for a long period of time. And in these corona times, it might be required because you might not have been as solid before quarantine started. And with that physical distance, because you're not able to show affection, like you feel like you are dependent on your words only, because you can't touch and you can't bat an eye, or you can't, wink, or you can't do all that non-verbal stuff. You only have your words to rely on. And it can be tough. It can be very, very tough. And with the uncertainty, that's where the challenge comes, is present. Because you kind of need that affirmation and confirmation from that other person to know that you still feel the same, because you kind of don't want to feel the same if the other person don't feel the same. And you might also start lacking that emotion because the mere lack of is kind of putting a gap in between you and him. And that's very, very normal, because if the love is not reciprocated, then there's really no foundation to keep on sending love out if it's not like a mutual thing. Not like I give you something and you give me something back. But as I've talked about before, we kind of get our alignment also through our partner, because our partner shines a light on all of our strengths and all that kind of stuff. And he's not doing that anymore because of his absence of words, affection, communication, all that kind of stuff. Then you just find your alignment on your own, and then he kind of falls away because there's really no need for him. But it could also, ignite something that's very, very human, where you want it even more because it's not there, and because you think you need it, because you forgot for just 1 second that your alignment is really up to you to achieve. So all of a sudden you are constantly thinking like what he's doing, if he could just do this, and if he could just do that, and if I could just get this little a little clue from him, or a little text or a little word, then I would be, feel at peace again. And you might. And then 24 hours go by, or 12 hours go by, or 4 minutes, because then you answer the text and then he doesn't respond the way that you want to, and here we go again. So it's just so important to have these geographically separated individuals in a relationship, to know. And again, I can say it every time, obviously, but you're here, so that's why I'm asking you to do the job and do the work. You get into alignment, you do what you need to do to make yourself happy, and then give when there's more for you to, when you have, more than you need, then you can give to him. And that's not saying, oh, I'm really tired today, and I'm very tired, and I don't really have anything to offer anyone, so I don't need to text him today. That's not what I mean. But it is this fine line between giving without expecting anything in return, and giving just because you want to appreciate, and you want to express love, and you want to express that you care for him, and that you care for the two of you being in a relationship with each other. And it's just, of course, it is hard, because without, as I said, without that physical, daily, nonverbal communication, you only have those words to rely on. And that is sometimes very hard to, because we are in a physical experience, we are humans, we need both. We can't just rely on the words and on the talking. We need the so-called action too. Not just the action, but also, also the rest of what a relationship is. So make sure that whenever you express because of course there will be insecurities, and just make sure that every time you express it, it doesn't come from a place of your mind. Like, just take a deep breath and feel in your body and know that it's okay to be vulnerable. Know that just because that you laid out there, it doesn't have to mean that, just know that it doesn't make you weak. Just know that it doesn't take anything from you that you say, wow, this is how I feel right now and I miss you, or I wish that we could be together. And put yourself in that other person's shoes. Like, would you like to hear that? Because you probably would. So it takes two to build that long distance solid relationship. Of course, there are also the geographical distance when it comes to a breakup. And it's kind of the same. Like, there's a lot of rules that apply both in relationships and after or in between relationships. Whereas we have to look out for ourselves. We can't give something we can't give something to anyone if we don't have it like at ourselves first. So if you left, just make sure that you don't, reach out to him, for pity or anything. Like, that's not looking at him through his highest potential. That's doing him a disservice. And if you got left, don't reach out to him to get something for yourself. Like, know that you can get there by yourself. You don't need him to give something to you, because you have everything you need inside of you. Not that I, disregard relationship, because obviously I love them. I'm in one and I fought for one. A relationship is supposed to, make life better, and also put your self-development on like speed. So you need to face, you need to take, is that a thing you say in English? In Danish, we say take the salty with the sweet. That is sour. Okay, that became a little weird. There are good things and there are bad things, and the good things just can be so much better when you're two, and when you come out on the other side of the bad. So just know that geographics can be a challenge in our physical experience and in our human experience, but it's all about perception, and it's all about how you handle it, and it's all about how confident in how secure you feel with yourself. So until next time, take care.